Most people walking around today are emotionally dead inside. Not broken, not evil, just disconnected. From themselves, from others, from life. We've become experts at pretending we're okay. Perfect smiles, quick replies, hustle culture. But behind it all, there's this silent ache, a kind of emotional paralysis. Because truth is, we weren't raised to feel. We were raised to survive. Chapter 1. Survival Mode. Childhood. The silence in our homes wasn't just quiet. It was filled with unspoken emotions, buried memories, past wounds. Our parents weren't taught how to process their own feelings, so they never learned to nurture ours. Some of us were raised by emotionally unavailable parents, mothers who were present physically, but absent emotionally, fathers who saw vulnerability as weakness, caregivers who gave us food but not comfort, a roof over our heads, but storms inside our hearts. We became small adults in broken homes, invisible warriors. We put on brave faces, fake smiles, hiding the tears behind them. We became experts at pretending everything was okay, at swallowing our sadness, shoving it down deep inside. We turned into chameleons, morphing into whatever shape was needed to fit into the mold of what society wanted us to be. When we cried, we were told, "Stop being dramatic." When we were scared, we were told, "Toughen up." When we were sad, we were told, "Others have it worse." So we stopped expressing, stopped asking, stopped needing. We retreated into ourselves, shutting down to protect ourselves from the world. And instead, we learned how to shrink our pain into silence. When we didn't understand something, we pretended we did. We nodded our heads, swallowed our questions, afraid to admit we didn't know. And somewhere deep inside us, that little voice that asked for help grew weaker and weaker until it almost disappeared. Then came school, society, expectations, grades over growth, obedience over understanding. Be number one. Don't embarrass us. Make us proud. We learned early. Your value is in what you achieve, not in how you feel. We lived in fear of being seen, of standing out, of being different. So we conformed, excelling in academics, fitting in, seeking external validation. We traded our authenticity for acceptance, our dreams for security, our soul for a seat at the table. We were praised when we excelled, ignored when we were hurting. So we pushed through illness, heartbreak, anxiety, because rest felt like weakness and productivity was worshipped. And then one day we looked up and realized we had become the very thing that had hurt us. We were part of the system now. Chapter 2. Carrying the weight of unspoken emotions. We grew up believing that our feelings weren't important, so we stuffed them down, locked them away, hoping they'd go away if we ignored them long enough. But feelings aren't like that. They don't just vanish. They stay with us, festering inside until they catch up to us in ways we don't expect. You see, our emotional scars run deep. They're the cracks in the foundation of our lives. And when we ignore them, when we pretend everything's okay, those cracks widen, threatening to swallow us whole. Why do we struggle with unexplained anxiety or depression? Why do we seek comfort in unhealthy habits and addictions and toxic relationships? Why do we sabotage ourselves, push people away just as they're getting close, or find ourselves constantly drawn to the same destructive patterns? It's because our wounds are still there, demanding to be acknowledged, to be felt, to be healed. What happens when we ignore our feelings long enough? What happens when we pretend that nothing bothers us, that we're not affected by the world around us? We disconnect from ourselves. We become strangers in our own lives, wandering through the motions, checking off the boxes, but never really feeling anything. You ever feel like you're going through the motions, just checking off the boxes on your to-do list? Wake up, eat, work, sleep, repeat. You're trapped in a cycle, a hamster wheel of busyness, always moving, never really going anywhere. This isn't life. This is mere existence. And the difference is important. Life is messy, beautiful, painful, joyful. Existence is a pale imitation, a shadow play of what life could be. Our feelings are the compass of our souls. They guide us, protect us, teach us. When we ignore them, we lose our way. We become ships without a rudder, tossed around by the winds of external expectations. Chapter 3. Adulthood in Emotional Autopilot. We carry the weight of our past into adulthood, not as baggage, but as a blueprint. A blueprint for how we view ourselves, for how we relate to others, for how we navigate the world. You see, we don't stop feeling when we grow up. We learn to bury our emotions deeper, to make them less visible, to pretend that we're okay when we're not. We become masters at hiding our scars. Now we're grown. And this numbness has followed us into adulthood. We sit in rooms full of people, but feel utterly alone. We smile during conversations, but feel no spark inside. We scroll for hours, not out of curiosity, but to escape. We don't talk about our feelings, not because we're fine, but because we don't even know what we feel anymore. Joy feels foreign. Peace feels suspicious. Stillness feels unbearable. We date without connection, work without passion, parent without presence, and worst of all, we think this is normal. We think numbness is adulthood. We think disconnection is maturity. We think silence is strength. The problem is, when we disconnect from ourselves, we disconnect from life. We miss out on the beauty, the pain, the messiness, the aliveness of it all. Do you feel numb? Do you feel disconnected? Do you feel like you're going through the motions in life? If this sounds like you, know that you're not alone. You're not broken. You're healing. It's time to rewrite the story. It starts with acknowledging the pain, the grief, the anger, the sadness. It's in the stillness, in the silence, in the quiet moments that you'll find yourself. It's in facing the darkness that you'll find the light. This is a call to arms, a call to wake up, to shake off the shackles of the past, to break free from the chains that have been holding you back. It's time to reclaim your life, your true life, the one that's been waiting for you to come back home to it. So breathe. Feel the earth beneath your feet, the air in your lungs, the sun on your skin. You're alive. And being alive is a miracle. It's a gift. Embrace it, honor it, cherish it. You are not broken. You are not defective. You are not damaged goods. You're a masterpiece, a work of art, a symphony waiting to be played. The world needs your light, your unique, beautiful light. The world needs you. If this resonates with you, please share it with someone who might need to hear this message. Together, we can break the cycle, heal the wounds, and rewrite our stories. Thank you for watching.